Good afternoon, everyone. It's my great pleasure to be here with all of you today. I would like to thank and welcome Premier Doug Ford and all the ministers for joining us here today on Manitoulin Island in front of the infamous swing bridge. Since I've been elected, that swing bridge comes up at the end of every conversation, and I know how important it is to the community. In 2023, Minister Rickford announced that the preliminary design and planning have been done, and here we are at 2025, and so we're speeding that up a lot, and we're going to announce today that the detailed design has been awarded. So the swing bridge, I've been telling people that if we didn't get that bridge fixed, it could throw me off, and I'm not that great a swimmer, so that's why we're here today. The swing bridge has had a long history going back to 1912, and now it's considered an Ontario Heritage Site. Locals and travelers alike know the lifeline that bridge brings to the island for now and over the last several decades. So beautiful autumn days bring smiles to many, and as we gather here today, I hope those smiles get bigger. I'd like to welcome Mayor Al McNevin for a few words now.
Okay, thank you very much. This is really an exciting day for our council, myself, our community, and I think for anyone living on Manitoulin Island to hear that the project for the Manitoulin Swing Bridge is moving forward into that detailed design stage. We're very excited to see this next step take place, and as everybody on the island knows, it's become the topic of the day. It's no longer saying it's a sunny, bright day. It's how's that bridge going today? So I'm really happy to have this happen. And I just want to welcome the ministers and the Premier here to Manitoulin Island for taking the time to make this announcement and also to enjoy firsthand Manitoulin Island as it is on a sunny day like this. So we've brought the team that's announcing the Swing Bridge project moving forward. We have some gifts with sweatshirts that say Swing Bridge on them, just to make sure that nobody forgets about the event today. So anyway, thank you very much for inviting me, and Minister George Pirie is up next to say a few words.
Good job. Good job.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here with Premier Ford and my colleagues for this important announcement. We all know that Northern Ontario is a vast region, which is why it should come as no surprise that Northern Ontario highway system consists of nearly 11,000 kilometers, roughly 60% of the provincial highway network. Ontario's northern highways are essential to help people and goods move safely and reliably throughout our province. Supporting this infrastructure projects helps northern communities unlock their economic potential and help more people access goods and services like healthcare, education, emergency services, and good-paying jobs. Under the leadership of Premier Ford, our government is making historic investments to build roads and highways in the north. And as Minister of Northern Economic Development and Growth, I've been proud to invest nearly $677 million in the Northern Highway programs last year alone to support this network. The Little Current Swing Bridge and other important projects across the province. Today's announcement is one more way our government is delivering our commitment to protect local economies and create real opportunities for the people who live, work, and do business in Northern Ontario. Thank you. Now I have the pleasure to introduce Ontario's biggest supporter, and this is the easiest job that anybody has, Captain Canada himself, Premier Doug Ford.
Thanks, George. Well, folks, it's great to be here, and I just want to thank the Mayor. Thank you, Grand Council Chief Linda. Thank you, and Greg Rickford. Bill, you're an absolute champion. I'll tell you, when he got elected, one of the first things, we need the bridge. And I don't know, I'll be very honest, if he wasn't elected, I don't know who'd be jumping up and down at Queen's Park for the bridge. But again, George, Natalia Kusendova is here to announce not one, but 2 long-term care homes as well. And I think I've covered everyone, didn't I? Greg? Greg, the champion, did I mention you? Greg is one of the leaders in the north, along with George. He's always promoting everything from highways to bridges to long-term care to hospitals to healthcare. So you're a true leader, and all the work that you've done with our Indigenous communities. Thank you, Greg. You know, folks, this is an exciting day. I've heard so much about this bridge. I finally get to come here and see it. So I was down at Tim Hortons just a little while ago, a few minutes ago, and I'm meeting people in Tim Hortons. Nothing brings a community closer together than a Tim Hortons, I'll tell you that. Everyone was in there. And so a woman comes up to me and says, "Why are you here?" And I said, "Well, we're announcing long-term care homes and so on and so forth, but we're announcing a bridge." And she goes, "I have a big tattoo on my back of the bridge." And I'm thinking, see, that's how much this bridge means to people. Someone has that tattoo. So my proposal is I will pay for the second tattoo of the new bridge on her back. I got to find out who she was. I didn't get her name. But this is just a game changer for the community. It's going to be sad, actually, to see that go, but it's going to be a two-lane bridge. It's going to have a walkway in there as well. And it's going to be incredible after these many years. That bridge will be around for another 100 more years. But with the leadership standing behind me, they made it happen. But not just that, everything from twinning Highway 69 to from Sudbury all the way down. I've been on that highway. It's treacherous. When you're coming down, so the truck's over 2 inches and that's it. So we're going to make sure that's happening too. And the 2-in-1 highway that you've been promoting, Greg, as well. I'm going to have you up here in 2 seconds. And you can comment about that as well. But we're here to change lives. We're here to protect the people of Ontario, protect the community, especially what's going on down south of the border as President Trump is on a full-out attack on his tariffs. I will be there. That's my number one job, is to protect the people and protect the families and the economy. But folks, we're also investing over $200 billion all across Ontario into infrastructure. We have to keep building and not stop. So I just want to thank everyone so much and the community for having me by, first of all. This is like God's country. As I said on my last announcement, it's just so refreshing. You come up here and such a warm welcome at the last announcement and this announcement and the next one. But, you know, you have an opportunity as Premier to announce big projects, 60-story buildings downtown in Toronto and this and that. Nothing makes me more happy than coming to communities like this, and you're changing people's lives. And we're always going to be there to support you. And Bill, again, one more big shout out for Bill, because when he first got elected, first of all, it was going wild on election night, so I couldn't keep track of ridings coming in, and I think I missed Bill's. But and then I found out we did win after telling someone that I didn't think we did win. But anyways, that's how you got your bridge, because you got elected. And so I sit down with Bill, and I ask him, because there wasn't, I'll be honest, there wasn't a true voice for this community. And I said, Bill, what's the asks? He sent me like a binder this thick of everything from new schools and roads and bridges and long-term care. And we're just going down the list, check them off one at a time. So again, this couldn't happen without everyone's support in the community. And I'll always be here. I can't wait to come back. And we're going to get this bridge going right away. But Greg, since you've been promoting everything in North, do you want to come up and say a few words? And Chief Linda, my favorite gal, by the way.
Listen, folks, I just wanted to be here to back up what the the Premier has said about Bill, just real leadership on the ground. To think a couple of years ago, we had announced the preliminaries, planning and environmental elements to this. And Bill comes in and every other sentence ends with swing bridge. And that's why we're here today. That's why the Premier of Ontario is here today. Bridges and highways across Northern Ontario are being refurbished, rebuilt, expanded, twinned, and what have you. And that's the vision of a great Premier for our vast and beautiful territory of Northern Ontario. But I brought Linda Dubosky up here because in addition to the Mayor and Bill's advocacy, of course, we share this island and this vast and beautiful territory with First Nations communities. And it's been her leadership here that has also been part of the advocacy for access to this beautiful part of the province. And I'm just going to give it over to Linda to say a few words and thank her for her leadership.
Thank you, Minister Rickford, and thank you for those beautiful words, Premier, and to our other ministers and Bill. The Little Current Swing Bridge is essentially a lifeline for all of us who live on Manitoulin Island. The very first time I was ever on a bridge was to leave this island, and that's because I was born here, like many of the residents here today. And our First Nations also depend on this bridge for their health care, for their education, to also be mobile, and they too have been great advocates for the replacement of this bridge. So I do want to acknowledge our leadership from Shishiguaning, Jibasing, Chiging, Wikwemkong, Shagawenda, Ondekumnakaning, and as well our brothers and sisters just across the water here in Whitefish River First Nation. So this has been a long time coming. I was told that they were going to make a swing bridge announcement, and I said, well, it better be better than the one that was before, 2 years ago when Minister Rickford was here. He came here, and then it was crickets. So I want to also thank the leadership of Bill, and of course, Mayor McNevin. We've worked together many years and in my previous roles, and got to know each other, and I got to understand that there's not a lot of, there's not a gap of love for the island with all of our leadership, from our chiefs to our mayors, to our leaders with our non-organized townships, how much we love this island, how much we want to preserve it, but also how we also need to have access safely across for those emergencies and for those times that come. So this is a welcome announcement to Manitoulin as a whole, to our First Nations, and I'd like to thank our provincial government, our Premier, for being here with us. It's not too often we have a Premier that has this much heart and dedication for the people of the North. And I know as an Islander, many of us have shared that they don't care about us in Toronto. But I can say with the help of MP Rosenberg, with the vision with our Premier, it's becoming a reality, and they're learning very quickly that there are differences, and by coming up here and experiencing it, I believe will bring a lot more opportunities to Manitoulin, to us collectively, to our nations, to our municipalities, so that we can continue on a beautiful and sustainable future for all of our citizens. Miigwech.
Way to go. Okay, we're good? Okay, we got the shovels to take down the bridge. Okay, going on this thing. So when is the bridge going? Like when do we start moving on this thing?
That's up to you.
Oh, I want to go now. So let's start moving and start getting this done.
There's some shovels just up the road.
Okay. Well, either way, we'll push it. We get it all through the bureaucracy and everything, and we'll get this done ASAP, and we'll push it like crazy. But I think they told me they're going to start in the spring. They're doing some early works now. So I'm hearing. Either way, we're going to get it done. Thank you, everyone. God bless. Thank you.
All right, everyone.
Oh, questions. Okay,
yeah,
here,
questions.
We got questions
Yeah. We'll now take questions from the media. Media present can line up behind me and ask their questions through the microphone.
Okay.
As a friendly reminder, format is one question, one follow-up. Please state your name and your outlet before your question.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, it's Angela from CTV Northern Ontario. I'm
Hi,
wondering
Angela.
if you could talk about the cost for the project.
Yeah, so right off the hop there, we're investing $9 million to replace the little current bridge on Highway 6. I'm just reading off my notes, so it's about $9 million.
Okay, and follow up, anyone who's been to Manitoula knows that when you are coming across the bridge, it's a different vibe. You're on island time,
Yeah.
and I'm wondering if the new bridge, the two-lane bridge, if how you think that might impact the atmosphere, the vibe here on the island of being, you know, on island time, a slower pace.
Yeah, I think it's going to continue at the same pace. It's just so beautiful up here. My goodness, I encourage anyone, especially in the summer. I know it's a little cold here in the winter, but the summer, come up and bring your tourism dollars. They have a beautiful convention center down there. Hold a convention, rent the hotel rooms, get a bite to eat, and that stirs the economy. That helps people here on the island. And they're I'll tell you, the most welcoming people you'd ever want to meet. And they make you feel right at home. But it's a beautiful day, and it's historic, actually. We're making some real history today, not just with the bridge, with the long-term care and both of them over at Gore Bay, too.
I'll add in that the Premier and I had a conversation this morning, and I asked him, how do you feel about being here on Manitoulin Island? He didn't come across the bridge, he came in a plane, but he already felt the power of the island, that calmness we all feel when we come here. You know, with this new bridge, we'll also bring further opportunities for even housing for our communities. A lot of people are looking at modular homes, and right now they can't fit across that bridge. It costs extra for our homeowners to purchase those modular units to create homes for themselves. Right now we have to pay for barges. With a larger bridge, with the 2 lanes, will help bring those homes to Manitoulin. It will also create those further opportunities where we're having, you know, the announcement the Premier just made in Wequemcong this morning about a 96-home long-term care place for our elders that we all share, whether they come from municipalities or they come from First Nations. We're going to need that infrastructure to bring in a lot of the materials that we need to create that infrastructure. And I think that as an islander, as a person that was born here, that lives here when I can, when I'm not away, it doesn't matter if I come in by a bridge or by boat. When we touch this beautiful sacred earth of Manitoulin, of Nidom Nissing, we all feel that sense of what we call island time. And we all feel that peace, and we all feel that togetherness here. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. That's so nice.
Rosalind Russell, I'm with the Moose Vista Radio. Hello,
Hi.
Doug. It's nice to see you once again.
Nice to see you again.
My question is, you talked about a 2-lane bridge, and this is $9 million towards the design phase.
Yep.
So who is doing the designing? Have you awarded that contract?
I'm going to have to ask one of the experts here. No matter what it is, I'm taking care of the bills. So, Bill, why don't you...
Well, he's got the easy part, taking care of the bills, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so the contract has been awarded to Stanrock.
Oh, excellent.
Stantec, sorry.
Stantec, okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
And the other thing I wanted to ask about with the design phase, is it actually going to be a swing bridge, or is it going to be a bridge high enough that we never have to worry about the boats?
Yeah, it is definitely going to be a 2-lane swing bridge.
Awesome.
Yeah. So.
Reliving history. Thank you.
All right, my name's Jonathan Yo. I'm a reporter with CBC Sudbury.
Yes.
I do have a question on behalf of my colleagues in Toronto, though, with CBC Marketplace, so
Sure.
I'll read it now. CBC Marketplace spoke with a man out $66,000 after a rental company shut down. When he called Consumer Protection Ontario for help, he was told this complaint would go nowhere. You've urged people to call that office. What do you make of that?
Well, I'm going to look into it, but Consumer Protection Ontario is there for one reason, to protect the people. And I'll dig into it, I promise you. I've heard a little bit about that. Is that the one Mike Holmes was involved in or something? Was that it? No?
That's my understanding.
Okay, so I'm going to dig into it. I can promise you one thing. We're going to hold anyone accountable, whoever's messing with the people. But I'll get more details, and I'll find out, and I'll ask the minister to dig into that. Because I can't stand when you say there's nothing you can be done. A lot of people put their life savings out, and then something happens or the company goes bankrupt. We got to protect them. That's what I believe. So I'll be all over this one.
And the follow-up question they have for me is, what should Ontarians do when your system's not working?
When the system's not working, you call the ministry or call my number. It's public. It's on the internet. I get 800 to probably 1,000 calls. It may take me a few weeks, and I apologize, folks. I'm drinking from a fire hose. I'm behind about 3,700 messages. They're coming in so fast, but I get back to you. Might be a few days, might be a week, but by all means, reach out to my office or call me on my cell phone, and I'll help you out any way I can. I take a different approach than anyone else, and matter of fact, in North America. Just call me, and I'll do everything I can and help you out. I like hearing from the public too. It's the best tool I have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Afternoon, Premier.
How you doing?
Me again. Mike Erskine with the Manitoulin Expositor.
Great to see you, Mike.
And I actually have something for you.
Oh, good.
It's a copy of our newspaper. I'd like to get a picture of you reading the paper in honor of National Newspaper Week.
Let's do it.
All right. All right.
It's a good little newspaper.
Looking good. We'd like to get the Premier's reading the paper. You get to keep it. You get to keep it.
Do you have a follow-up, Mike?
No, that's
It's a great little newspaper.
Yeah.
See, do you know what I love about these community newspapers? They have everything in it. You can look through it and you get to know what's going on, everything from real estate costs to everything. There's still affordable real estate here. It's good.
This will be our last reporter.
Yeah.
Hi, Premier. My name is Esperance. I'm from CBC French.
Hi.
From Sudbury. Hi. Do you have a timeline for when construction will begin and how long it's going to take?
How long the bridge is going to take?
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing a year and a half, 2 years. But we got to slap it up real quick. Is that about the time frame, roughly, Bill?
Well, I think it was longer, but you agreed that you're going to move it up.
Yeah, we got to push it as quickly as we can. So I think I'm hearing next season they're going to start early in the season. We just got to go full steam at it and do whatever it takes to get the bridge there, because this is an economic corridor. Changes people's lives. And as you heard Chief Linda say, we need to get materials across that bridge to build the long-term care home and everything else in the new homes that we'll build.
And also for residents and business during this construction, how do you ensure a minimal disruption?
Oh, disruption, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. I guess what they're going to do, what are they going to do? Build one, keep one open? You got to keep one of them open. So they'll keep the one open until the other one gets built. I can't wait to come back. No, this is historic stuff happening. And, you know, the chief was right. You get into the big city, a lot of previous governments ignored North. We aren't ignoring the North. We have a lot of people elected up here, and they're up there promoting the North. And some of the folks right here are our biggest promoters of the North. You need a voice, folks. When you're sitting around, it doesn't matter federal, municipal, or provincial, you have to have a voice at the table. And it's so critical. So we're so blessed to have a voice here for the community now, for Bill, and we'll get that checklist completed. But this is exciting. It's refreshing up here. It's beautiful.
That concludes our media questions.
Okay, thanks everyone. We'll get these things going. Take care. Thank you.